Hey, what's going on? This is Clayton, College 401 on the THP forum, and we've got Team THP, the full squad here. And just want to take a few minutes to talk about this amazing weekend. Don't zoom in too close on Curtis. He's Canadian.
Showing
and
the
scary.
shirt.
But
Showing the shirt.
No, but we had an incredible time. It was amazing. But I just wanted to give the guys a chance to kind of talk about some special moments. And maybe some of the people they connected with. So I guess we could start over here. Just kind of talk a little bit about some of the guys from Callaway that you were able to connect with, and maybe a moment that was special to you.
Meeting Valerdo was pretty awesome. Getting to scare him with the snake 4 times was pretty awesome. Seeing his reaction and jump around like a little girl and yell every time was absolutely hilarious. Definitely had a lot of laughs. Luke, Harry, Jason, I can't name them all. There's just so many of the guys that are they're so humble and down to earth and made me feel like I was at home and part of Callaway. And that was just awesome to me to come to never meeting these guys before other than seeing our posts on the forum and then all of a sudden we're family with them. So that meant a lot to me.
Yeah, that was incredible. Anybody else?
Sean Toulon.
Oh man.
We're sitting there in a putter lab, and so Sean Toulon, who makes putters, like really good ones. Tony Toulon, who makes really good putters. Luke Williams, who knows more about putters than almost anybody, and Austin, who made really awesome, world-renowned putters, are helping me figure out which putter works best for me. Not like in a rushed, hurried manner. I spent like 20 minutes just watching me roll putts and figuring out what worked for me. That was spectacular. Then to have them go and build a putter to my specs just for me to test to see if it worked was mind-blowing. It was really cool.
Awesome, man. So let me ask this question. I realized like when we were leaving today, we were pulling through the gates, it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, man, the 4 days is over, and kind of the weight and the gravity of the event just kind of rushed over me. So I kind of pulled away. I'm really more of an extrovert, but I kind of pulled away just kind of.
So quiet though.
But yeah, no, it was surreal how emotional you can get after 4 days of this. Like, somebody talk about how when did you realize kind of the gravity of the event and what it meant to you?
I mean, in terms of sort of that same feeling you had, I think it was when Harry got up and talked.
Yeah.
And I think it sort of brought me back full circle, because he talked about sort of the event in the context of generosity and giving and golf and bringing people together. And I'm thinking back now of when we were back in this hotel the first time before we went over there. We had Alex, who found out it was gonna rain, got in touch with Frank, and then drove, 45 minutes to an hour up here to make sure we had rain gear. And I think like that feeling captures like the Grandaddy to me from both the THP and Callaway side. It's like the best of everything, like that they bring as a community.
Absolutely. Anybody else?
I like seeing the activity on the forum. I mean, people calling out of the woodwork to pop in and cheer us on. It was pretty cool. So, I mean, you look at 100, 200 active people on it, and just replying like crazy. It was fun. That was cool.
What did the guest count get to?
It
was a lot.
A lot.
50, yeah.
5,200.
Yeah, 5,200.
Wow.
That's the closest count.
So for me, I think you guys know, but there are some things we can't talk about. But even right now, I feel emotional about it. The team did things that were noticed by other people and that mattered, and really just kicked ass in the stuff that was important. And I think it's going to have a big impact going forward, and that makes me really proud of all of you, and it still makes me very emotional.
Frank's gonna have a slip in your tissue box. No, but I totally get exactly what you're saying. I think for me, realizing, listening to Harry and some of the feedback we got from Callaway, just really shows how special this team was. And like I said, everybody's partial to the team they've gone or had the chance to go to the Grandaddy with for those who have gone, but this team definitely was cohesive and special. And we came to do exactly what we did, so that was awesome. So, Al's house.
Oh, yeah.
Al's house
yeah.
was
Awesome.
incredible. I don't think I've ever been in someone's estate that had fireplaces in the background and Blue Lagoon and all of that. So
Heaters on the ceiling.
yeah,
Yeah.
no walls, no
Outdoor televisions. Yeah.
But I thought it was awesome how he introduced us to all the Sherpas and the members that would be sponsoring us. Somebody talk about kind of how you were able to connect with the members, what it meant to have them really participate in this event with us.
Man, I had a great time with Bob. In particular, he was our host for the first day, and right away, this guy, we connected because we had a bit of a local connection, and like he made me realize very quickly that we were members of the Hideaway for those 2 days, and they held nothing back. It was unbelievable.
I think for me, I was actually able to spend some time with Ryan over both days, and it was the same experience. He was, there was not any moment at any point where, even though I know that economically I would never be in that area, where I felt like anything was off limits to me, and that's really special about this event. So I think that's incredibly awesome. So I know I don't want to get too long, but I just wanted to, I know there were a lot of kind of moments that we shared with maybe a specific person or a specific time at the event. I'll say for me, one of the things that was really mind-blowing, Dave and I were out probably on like our 17th hole today, and I was asking Luke about his quarter-inch, or his quarter zip pullover, you know, if that was from the new line, and he was like, you know, you like it? You think it would fit you? I was like, maybe, and he literally pulled the quarter zip off and handed it to me. He was like, here, sure.
He actually gave you the shirt off his back.
Yeah, he literally. So, I mean, to me, that kind of really embodies it all. You know, it embodies the whole event. There was nothing that they weren't willing to do to make this event special for us, and I think it's huge when you have a brand who can make you feel like family. Yeah. And so, it's dusty here. I think for me, I don't really know how to articulate how special this 4 days was to me, but it's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. It was incredible. So
Callaway's one of my favorite companies, and they were before I came here. So to experience this is like, you know, I mean, if you're like into cars and your favorite car brand makes you their family, I mean, that's like, that doesn't happen, right? So,
Dedication.
and to me, like, the way they said bye tonight,
right.
This to go, you know, expand on the family stuff, man, it's like lifelong friends and family. You felt it. I mean, if you didn't, I don't know, you know, I think everybody in here felt it, and the hugs were genuine.
Yeah.
The goodbyes were real from all of them, and they genuinely enjoyed the time and valued the time and treasured the time with us, and were very complimentary of the whole team.
They were still providing all the way up to the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Before we got back on the bus, they were providing.
Yeah.
So it's incredible.
Yeah,
Mine is Harry and Jason on Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, look at Jason. I mean, it shows his passion for it. He was sick, so bad sick today. And I feel bad if it was because we left him out there in the rain on 17 and making a putt. But you know what? He came back out. He looked 10 sheets to the wind, and he stuck around all day today in the rain. You know, it just shows passion. It's just incredible. And Harry too. All of them. I mean, I'm a homer. I'll wear that badge for a very long time. Very long time.
The enjoyment, right? We know coming into this event, there's going to be stuff we get, right? We're going to get golf clubs, we're going to get all this stuff, and it's not like when Jason was walking us through it the first day when we first get there. And there's all the there's bags lined up in the Callaway Live studio, and we kind of started falling through, and Jason hey, wait on that. But he goes through it, and he really enjoyed giving us this stuff. Like it wasn't like he was like, here's a shirt, here's a polo, here's your stuff, take it, go away. Like he wanted to go through and show us all the cool stuff there was, and their generosity there at that point was amazing, because it wasn't like a thing he had to do. It was like you would give your friend a present, and to watch their faces when you open it, when you surprise them with all this stuff. It was really enjoyable for him to do that, and it speaks to the generosity. They were, just here. What can we do the whole time? What can we do? What do you want? Just ask. That bag right there.
Oh yeah.
Can we?
Okay. They had nothing. I'll let Frank tell the story.
Yeah, so I was on the flight end. I think Shane and I were walking the baggage claim to get my bag, and when it came off, I didn't recognize it because American Airlines obliterated it. And so I ran over to place a claim, and we got back, and I was trying to figure out options because they were going to try and reimburse me. Anyway. Before I even knew what happened, our assistant captain had already talked to Jason Finley, and they were basically trying to work something out to cover me. And so I wanted to walk over and tell Finley thank you, and he was like, "It's nothing, dude." Like he just kept walking, no problem. And so for me, I have to say this: Finley is not a villain.
Unless
outside you're playing him on the golf course. He's just not. Finley's a teddy bear. He really is, man. He's a nice guy. He's genuinely generous. But this, says it all to me. This wasn't even part of the Granddaddy package, and that's my point. Everything was above and beyond. So, I want to give everybody just a chance to say maybe one last message, whether you want to say it to the forum or to Callaway, whatever message you want to leave them with, or what you took from this weekend, and then we can wrap things up.
Before we get to that, I would like to just say, so we've talked a lot about all the equipment that we got, and it's insanely great, and we're all excited about it, but I hope what you are hearing is that the event's not about that equipment, it's about something more.
Right.
And we have this incredible golf experience at an amazing golf course that's a competition, and that competition is awesome and fun, but it's not about the competition, and it's really about the relationships that we formed with each other, but even more than that, with Callaway, the company, Callaway, the people, and that Callaway, the company and people would care enough to want to form those relationships with 12 random guys from all over the country. I think...
And Canada.
And Canada. Well, we don't care about Canada.
I got you, Curtis.
And so, that's an amazing thing. That's just really kind of crazy. And that's in a lot of ways, I think that's the magic of the Granddaddy.
The gear is pretty badass, though.
Yeah,
It's
badass. And I was gonna say, I think that was probably the note I wanted to end on. Is like, I really wish we could just hop on the forum now and tell you about all this stuff. Because from sitting in that room in the Callaway Live studio, they were legitimately excited. It's their job to be excited, but it was also, they were legitimately, as people, Tyler is excited about everything, but he was even more excited about some of the stuff out there. So it's gonna be really great. I can't wait to share it, and it just wait a while.
Yeah, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait.
One thing I'd like to add to about family, the team knows, and Callaway told them last night, my grandfather they gave him 2 weeks to live, and he's just past that, and he's hanging on. And I had a couple of the Callaway members come up to me tonight and thanked me for coming, and that they were happy that I get to go home and share those memories with my grandfather. And that it just hit me at home. This trip has been absolutely amazing. The gear and everything's awesome, but I've made lifelong friends with Callaway and this team that will never ever go away, and it was just all started over something called golf. So it all evolves to something that is so simple that gives so much to others, not just trying to get better at the game, or you play the game because it's fun. It gives so much back to other people, and I just can't wait to. I'll never be able to repay Callaway and THP for what they've done for me in these last 4 days.
Oh, on that note, oh, I'm sorry, you want to say something?
No, I was like that.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the point.
I'll just say, I've been playing golf for a lot of years. In fact, some of these guys, more years than they are of age. But a lot of good things have come to me because of golf over the years. But I tell you, this experience, meeting the zoo crew, interacting with them, experiencing their excitement and joy for us, and of course meeting, you know, you guys, is an experience that tops them all. And I couldn't be more grateful to Callaway, you guys, the assistant cap for selecting me, and you know, this is going to have memories that will last me a lifetime.
Absolutely.
That was the quietest you've been this whole trip.
Yeah.
And there were no jokes.
I know. Yeah, I was like, "Where's the dirty joke?" No, I was kind of afraid you died on it.
Listen, I guess we can wrap things up. I just want to say I want to say thank you to THP and to Callaway for two things: for giving me the opportunity to be a part of this team, to meet these guys, my brothers, and to make friends in the family. And I want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to experience paradise, a place we would never have had access to, and a place that allowed us to bond with people we never met before and really become as close as possible in 4 days. So THP is eternally grateful. Philly V's on vid, and he can't really say as much as he want to say, but I can tell you the passion is seeping through his pores. So I think this event was so special for all of us, and hopefully that bled out to the forum, and you guys could feel the reality of how special this was for us, and it's not going to stop. So you guys will hear a lot more from us in the reviews and in the forums and in just the chatter about the Grandaddy. We'll probably be going through the threads for a long time, posting pictures, some of the pictures we haven't been able to get to and all that stuff yet, but you guys will see a lot from us. So looking forward to updating you, and we'll see you later.